audio marks coming to you from the Sage Public Library. Welcome to the Marks for Life podcast with your hosts, Jimmy, CJ, Jared, and Joe, the Four Horsemen of Wrestling Podcast, four casuals turned Marks wrestling fans to give you a direct line to all things in the squared circle. We pull no punches, we hit hard, and we will slam you with all the info you need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, marks of all ages, are you ready? Because...
You know what? You just made the list.
And welcome to this week's edition of Marks for Life Podcast. I'm your reigning, defending, undisputed Marks for Life Podcast predictions of the world.
For one more episode,
You wish, bitch. CJ.
Stomping Ground will be the downfall of CJ.
That's really upsetting. I don't want it. Hey, at least it wasn't what we thought of, and it was going to be on my birthday. That would have just been horrible if that's how I lost. But, oh yeah, who am I else with today?
Oh, I'm your co-host, Jimmy.
And I am your co-host, Joe, one half of your future Marks for Life prediction champion.
The fact that you guys are actually trying to go in and try and do this together.
Why am I so low right now?
I think whoever was... We had some weird... Who's the dude that was in here before? Was that...
someone...
I think he messed up the board. I don't think he messed up the board. I think he plugged in the wrong thing. What's the number on yours?
Right now I am number 1.
He didn't plug up one, did he?
I don't know. I will figure this out. Give me 1 second. You guys keep continuing.
Well,
How does he...
help if I continue because you can barely hear me, but you know.
Here, Joe, come in closer.
Let me in.
I will let you in.
Alright, so this is a little bit better. But yeah, so it's not that we're trying to do it together. It's just that there's like not many differences to be had on this paper.
Fucking hell.
Oh god. There's going to be so much editing.
Bray Wyatt's coming.
Wait, is that... There we go. Okay.
Hey!
We have made it through the technical difficulties. You can now hear the sultry
Joe,
sound
you
of
need a
my
breath
voice.
mint.
Yeah, well, you know, it is 10:30. Well, not even 10:30 in the morning because someone doesn't like to leave 13-year-old boys alone in his house.
Hey, it's my grandmother. I don't know what you want me to do. All right, so we don't have much to talk about. We're going to kind of trudge through Stomping Ground's predictions, but there's kind of a couple of highlights from this past few weeks.
You mean the 24/7 championship?
That, Bray Wyatt, and AEW. That's really all it's coming down to.
Oh, that 24/7 championship. See, they took the idea that we were going to have for Jimmy to roll him up at his wedding, and they used it for Drake Maverick.
Me and Joe had this extensive conversation before he showed up about how we would have done it in comparison to what WWE did.
How cool is his fiance to just agree to have that at their wedding?
Yeah, I know.
Like, you could be rolled up as you're walking me back down the aisle.
All right, just a little quick side note on that. So me and Reno actually watched the 24/7 thing on YouTube, and she stared at me and be like, if you fucking do that, I swear to God, I'm going to pin whoever fucking pins you and take that belt off you. That's what would have happened.
See, to be fair, we would have did it a little bit better because we would have had, CJ dressed up as the minister and open his jacket and just show off a referee shirt.
Oh, I would totally do that.
Sprint and come out and just roll up Jimmy.
All right, Joe, first off, you're not sprinting.
No, you're pulling an R-Truth and just duck into from the crowd.
I'm like Crash Holly. Only Crash happens when I run through the altar.
To be fair, did anyone else think that Baby Maxwell, King Maxwell, was actually the 24/7 champion at this point? Because I saw a video of him running away with the belt while at the rehearsal or the reception. So I think King Maxwell pinned R-Truth.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now.
No, I tried. I couldn't find anything.
Hold on, I'm gonna look on the official website because they update it pretty well.
A possible new gimmick from Matt Hardy.
Oh yeah, Big Money Matt.
Where he put up the video on Twitter. No one understands how hard it is to be Matt Hardy.
I have to get up at 11 o'clock in the morning. That is rough.
We need to have the three faces of Hardy enter the Royal Rumble match in 2020.
Woken Matt version 1.
Matt and Big Money Matt.
That's 4 faces.
I said Woken version 1, Big Money Matt. That's 3.
Oh, and Extreme Hardy.
Oh, yeah. That's like Mick Foley. Is Mick Foley really a face of Mick Foley?
Fair. But yes, the 24/7 championship is the most prestigious championship today
it's the
in
most
WWE.
widely defended championship of the WWE.
That's
really upsetting.
R-Truth has defended and regained this championship more times than Brock Lesnar ever.
Is he? What is he? A 5 or 6 time champion?
6-time currently.
He's going for was it Raven?
Yep,
who's a
6.
23-time hardcore champion?
I thought Raven was 42.
No, I'm gonna look this up.
I think he's a 23-time hardcore champion.
I don't think he has the most reigns, though. I thought someone else had more reigns than Raven.
Is it Tommy Dreamer, maybe?
Maybe Tommy. All right, what else happened? Bray Wyatt is scaring the shit out of everybody.
And I love it.
We both love it. Oh my god.
It is amazing.
I'm hoping he shows up at Stomping Grounds and just hijacks this whole thing.
I am very excited to see where Bray Wyatt goes. How do you think they're going to play the Fiend? Are they going to pull like a Demon Balor-esque type of thing? Which, by the way, where the fuck is Balor?
Why is Balor not on this card?
Why has Balor not been on television?
Charlotte Flair has been...
What, do you think he's being reprimanded for repping gay pride in Saudi Arabia?
Ooh.
That's a possibility. I'm not...
He won in Saudi, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm confused.
And also, Charlotte has been a huge point of the advertising for Stomping Grounds, but she's not on the card either.
She's the special
She's also
guest
been
rep.
advertising for Fyter Fest and AEW shit for the past, I don't know, couple of weeks on
How
her
is
Twitter account.
She's been advertising?
Sasha
Yeah,
also
she's been retweeting a lot of AEW stuff.
Her and Sasha. All right, do we want to get into this now, or do we want to just play like
I do want to
Bray Wyatt's amazing?
I do want to celebrate that we finally have a pay-per-view with no Charlotte Flair on the card. When was the last time that happened?
I can't even think. No.
A dual-branded pay-per-view.
I feel like it's one where like she was injured and couldn't be out, but I don't remember. That's the problem.
Money in the Bank 2018.
Yeah,
See?
probably.
Yeah.
Extreme
See,
Rules.
that's why-
Extreme Rules 2018 actually, because there was one after that because of.
You see, this is why we needed him.
The injury,
We had another
Yeah.
entirely conversation that we needed you
the
for.
injury in question.
What was the conversation?
I think the conversation was, it was about which pay-per-view had a better name, Stomping Ground or Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire.
Which one had a better card?
Great Balls of Fire.
And-
Had an interesting card.
And then we were trying to figure out.
Great Balls of Fire had Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, which, for all intents and purposes, was a fucking great train wreck.
It also had the Hardys in the bar in a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's
Yes,
what.
yes. No, wasn't that Extreme Rules?
No, we actually just looked it up.
Okay.
But it also had the
they had
ambulance match.
They had the steel cage match, the Bar and the Hardys. Not a ladder match for some stupid fucking reason.
And they also had Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt in a feud that I could barely remember.
Oh yeah, and Bray Wyatt won that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the great ambulance match, of course.
Fuck. Who was?
It was Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
I feel like there hasn't been a bad ambulance match in WWE history.
wanna know-
Ryback versus John Cena.
I'm
I'm pretty sure that was that. I know there was also Cena versus Kane in an ambulance match too.
I know Ryback was in an ambulance match. I can't remember if it
That
was...
might have been the 3 Stages of Hell match.
Maybe.
All right, hold on.
Okay, so I also just looked this up. So under the Hardcore Championship, Raven held the belt for 27 times.
Is he the number one?
Yes.
He is the most title reigns ever.
Okay, I thought so.
Oh no.
I feel like it was in... Yeah, I knew it was in the 20s. But yeah,
Wait, put her on the podcast. We want to hear. CJ's on his phone, by the way.
CJ is on his phone. I'm pretty sure it's Uncle Ernest.
No. I don't know. You have to ask him. Lola's home with
Wait.
Romero if you want to ask.
We're going to have Uncle Ernest back for the Marquis. And R-Truth is in serious contention for a 2019 Marquis.
Yeah, I know.
See, but now we don't have Roman Reigns coming back from leukemia, so we actually have to think about moment of the year.
True. Let's see. I'm trying to find if there's anything else under here, but it looks like so far it's just Raven.
Yeah, because the hardcore title happened a lot of house shows.
Okay, Lola.
There was a unification and retirement match in 2002.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy versus Rob Van Dam. Very good match.
And they unified it, and then also unified
Wasn't that the Intercontinental Championship
and the European
That was
and the
also
hardcore.
unified?
Yeah, and then it retired officially after that.
Nuts. Okay, what did I miss?
Well, we were just talking about the hardcore
Raven.
title.
Raven is the number one.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, my grandpa was asking if my brother and sister were going with him to the city. And I'm like, I have no clue. I don't know this. And Uncle Ernest, if you're listening, you know how Lolo and Lola will just call us up and ask about everyone else's life. And I'm like, I don't know. Call them.
Uncle
They
Ernest
have...
is probably the one person who's going to listen to this podcast.
And be like, I get it. Oh, my
Listen,
God.
the only thing that's missing from the 24/7 belt is like the crazy like winners of it. We're still waiting on Carmella to win. Still waiting for an actual legend to show
To
up.
be fair, Drake Maverick is a legend.
That's true. I will say his victory over R-Truth was amazing.
See, the one thing that
And then his immediate loss after his wedding.
The one thing it's missing is like where like the actual hardcore title, where you just see random ass weapons being used to win the hardcore title, like Hurricane getting hit by a frying pan by Mighty Molly at WrestleMania 18 to win the hardcore title.
Question: do you think this 24/7 championship will be the thing that gets R-Truth into the Hall of Fame?
Yes!
I mean,
100% yes.
I think before this 24/7 championship, like, you know what? R-Truth couldn't make the case like a Godfather. This is what's gonna get him into the Hall of Fame.
R-Truth is like, he has passed Santino Marella for the ultimate just comic relief guy. I mean, like, every time I'd be like, oh, we're gonna win Money in the Bank. Truth, you're not even in the match. Oh, nah.
He goes into
That's
the
all
Royal.
me.
He goes in the Royal Rumble with a
Pulls-
ladder,
pulls
trying to
up a
climb up the
ladder.
briefcase.
And Kane's just staring at him like, what the hell are you doing?
Goes into the
What?
a regular ladder match and tries
He
to pin
literally
one of the
broke
guys.
Dolph Ziggler and Roman Reigns with that whole with the Money in the Bank ladder match,
Yeah.
because you just see him dying laughing. Or
Or Ambrose and Reigns. Yeah. Or Ambrose and Reigns with that whole thing where he came out for the tournament.
Sorry, we're getting feedback, guys,
Yeah.
so we apologize.
this sucks. All right.
Yeah, it was like when they had the tournament for the WWE title, and he's like, I'm going to win the WWE title, and Miz is like, Truth, the tournament's been for 3 weeks, and you were never in it.
Oh yeah. And then he's like, all right, Roman, good luck. Ambrose, good luck. Screw you. I don't like you.
I wish you good luck. So, to be fair, R-Truth is the MVP at WWE right now.
Right now.
yes.
I'm still waiting for like a crazy object to pin R-Truth or somebody to win the
I want
24/7. I want
It's going to be Michael Cole.
like a pancake from the New Day to be flung on top of like the 24/7 champion after like he gets knocked out for some reason, and then a referee pins him, and then the pancake is the 24/7.
I want to see Francine win. No, was it Francine or Francesca?
Francesca. I think it's Francesca 4 or something.
The old EC.
No,
I want to
no.
see Moppy come out of nowhere. I want to see.
No, Moppy. No one will get Moppy. Everyone will understand Francesca because she hasn't been on TV in forever.
Yeah, that's true.
We need Mitch the Potted Plant.
Nah.
No, Mitch the Potted Plant's dead.
Yes, now it's Bitch the Potted Plant, courtesy of John Moxley. Anywho, let's go into AEW.
Yes, you are AEW expert for now, only because you're the one who's been maintaining.
Oh, I've been following this consistently.
Yeah, exactly.
They added a couple new matches to the card. They added Christopher Daniels versus Shima at Fyter Fest, which, by the way, I want to talk about this. Fyter Fest is free before we get into the card itself.
Of course.
What do you guys think of Fyter Fest being free?
I love it.
We love it. Well, from like a pure like we want to watch wrestling and stuff, like we love that idea. But from a pure like
Cody learned, like the whole, okay, the show is good, but you charged everyone $50 to get it. I think he's like, you know what? This isn't like an actual huge pay-per-view. This is for Kenny. This is like a little, their own kind of like Stomping Ground type thing, where it's like a little intermediate pay-per-view where it's not really.
and they also need to get more people to watch. And if you're gonna allow a free premium wrestling show to be allowed to watch for free, I mean that's pretty smart marketing right there.
And in addition to that, they probably made a ton of money from
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing, and they have Fight for the Fallen in a couple weeks too, in about 2 to 3 weeks afterwards.
When
And
is Fyter Fest, by the way?
Fyter Fest is
29th,
actually
next
next Saturday,
Is next Saturday.
June 29th.
So it's gonna what time would that be at?
That would be at like 8 o'clock Eastern.
All right. So we're gonna need the Mark for Life one.
And it's also
To sign up for that. Unless we need to re-sign up for.
No, we're already in sign up for Bleacher Report Live. We already have an account,
Okay, so
courtesy of me.
okay, so
And I will be signing up for Bleacher Report Live in the next week.
Huh?
Just to watch it on my own.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Alright.
fair enough.
I mean, you can always borrow the Marks for Life one and watch it.
It's
that's
free.
that's the whole point. That's the whole point that
Yeah.
CJ
Keep it-
signed up for it.
This way we keep it all under one account so we can watch it whenever. Same with with All In. We have that under
We have
the
we have
Marks
we
for
have
Life
our
account.
own fight club. We have our own
Which-
fight app account.
Which I actually watched. We still have access to that.
Yeah, we bought it and now it's saved. That's what's the beauty about the fight
Yeah.
app. Once you buy a pay-per-view on the fight app, you get to keep it. Unlike like
WWE.
the old ways of buying pay-per-views on like television
It'd
stuff.
only be like a
You'd only
one
be
day.
available. Yeah, you can only have access it when it's available,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then it's gone, and that's a waste of money. So that's why the fight app's amazing. So
Uh,
they need to do more shit with the fight app too.
Yes, they do. I think they're actually doing that for their UK subscribers too. But just to get into it, with Fyter Fest, they have actually a lot of great matches on the card. They have Shima versus Christopher Daniels on there, Darby Allin versus Cody Rhodes, which they released something about a month ago regarding Darby Allin, and it was actually really cool. Little promo package describing who Darby Allin is, which that's what another thing I love about AEW is that they are doing a lot of old school just promo packages introducing who these characters are.
Yeah, they have eight matches. My God.
Yeah, so they have that. They have Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks taking on the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon El Zero M, and Rey Fenix, along with Laredo Boy.
Laredo Kid.
It was Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid, who apparently is supposed to be like a huge, I believe AAA, right? AAA name?
Yeah, it's a AAA.
He used to be in Impact Wrestling and everything like that.
Yep, Impact Wrestling, AAA Worldwide. He was a Cruiserweight champion and a World Trios champion.
A lot of
he was one of the first Trios champion for AAA. Sorry.
Again, huge props to AEW for bringing in a lot of bringing a lot of exposure to independent names that mainstream fans may not know as well as other independent names such as Cody, the Young Bucks, Kenny. They're bringing a lot of exposure, especially by putting them against these mainstream names, which really does help build credibility with AEW's company. So between Darby Allin, Laredo Kid, we also have Jon Moxley versus Joey Janela, which is a CZW Combat Zone Wrestling dream match. They're both alumni, something that people have been clamoring for years. Again, Joey Janela released a really great promo where he was in a casket saying this is where he's going to die. But if you think I'm going to die now, you have greatly been misled or whatever. That was also really good. They announced a triple threat match, which I believe I talked about them. Riho and Yuka Sakazaki. They were the two Joshi Japanese warriors that I was really impressed with during the 6-woman tag match. And they, too, are going to be part of the triple threat against Nyla Rose.
Did you read, there was a Sports Illustrated article about Nyla Rose.
Yeah,
talking about her being a transgender woman?
Correct?
Yes,
transgender woman.
Yeah, in wrestling. And I was very impressed by the article. I thought it was written very well.
I thought it was written well. I thought it told a great story and stuff. And with her, you never... What was it? You don't really see that often, transgender wrestlers.
The closest we got was, I remember Orlando Jordan back in
I wouldn't say he was,
but he was like
transgender. I would say he was very eerily close to Velveteen Dream.
I think he was more than Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, he was definitely more. I
think he was like a worse Goldust.
Yeah. I think there was prospect with Orlando Jordan. There really was.
Well, because he's actually bisexual in real life.
Yes, he is.
Let's see.
And then finally there is whatchamacallit?
There's
the triple threat tag team match between SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, Private Party, and the Best Friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta. I don't know Private Party's names.
Is Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn?
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
So they're actually going to be wrestling as well. And there's a Fatal 4-Way as well, which I will get into. But the winner of the triple threat tag team match, which I wanted to get into, will go into All Out.
That is correct. Yes.
It All Out, and they will be challenging for a first round bye in the AEW Tag Team Title Tournament.
Yep, that is correct.
Which is going to start on television. Tony Khan released an interview. Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin released a Tony Khan interview this past week, and Tony Khan revealed that not only will there be an AEW Women's Championship, which will be revealed at All Out, according to Brandy Rhodes. I wonder who's gonna reveal that. Actually, who do you think would be a great legend for the AEW Women's Championship?
Legend.
I'm trying to think of someone that's not
not purely in WWE. Well, I mean, it's possible that someone from like WWE echelon could come out, just like Bret Hart.
I was about to say, they got Bret Hart.
I mean, it'd be you want to know something? It would be really something if it was like Trish Stratus or Lita coming out. I don't think it would. Maybe not Lita especially, but Trish, I think there's a good possibility for Trish.
Gail Kim,
that's another really good one right there.
Alundra Blaze.
Pull a Medusa. Pull a Medusa. That'd be fantastic.
That was my thinking, actually, was a Lunger Blaze would be excellent right now. And especially because she wouldn't really be...
And the symbolism and irony behind the whole thing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, the irony if Trish Stratus would come out, too, because she's like a WWE heartthrob. So,
oh, definitely.
Because I don't
possibility.
Totally watch Impact, but did Tessa Blanchard just retire Gail Kim, right? For good?
Yes.
So Gail Kim would be, I guess.
Gail Kim would be available, yes.
Gail Kim would be an excellent choice. Victoria. Actually, no. I think the top.
Awesome Kong.
Ugh.
This is my belt now. No, Kong. You're supposed to be announcing it. My belt. No, Kong. Stop it.
But that's going to be exciting. And then he also announced the tag team titles, where it's going to be. They're going to start the tournament in. When TV is announced, and the tag titles, you're going to have first round buys in there. People are going to compete for those, which I love that already. I love that concept of competing for first round buys in a tournament. That's just old school. That's good. It makes sense. Gives these teams something to fight for.
It feels real, even though it's predetermined. It feels good. Like that's how wrestling should be.
Exactly.
And that's why this is more exciting than what WWE is doing, and it's sad.
Will be revealed by Brother Ray. Bully Ray, whichever one.
I would be okay if
I would be okay.
Ray
I would be
and
okay with
Devon
that too.
Revealed those, or Edge and Christian if they can get those.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I
don't
think
think
Edge isn't part of a Legends contract. Same with Christian.
Yeah, but don't they have a show on the network though?
So did Austin, and he really wasn't tied down.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, but then
Warrior Animal and Heidenreich. LOD 2005.
Oof, no.
Oh boy.
Or what do they get? Harlem? No, Booker T's really with WWE. That'd be bad. I was about to say Harlem Heat doing it. Or Bret Hart again.
What do they get? The Steiner Bros?
Oh,
no.
Yes, Scott Steiner.
We just get Steiner Math to do the tag team belts. That'd be so great.
With the 9.5 tag teams in this tournament. No, Scott, come here. No.
Scott, no. Take a breather. Calm down, Scott.
Actually, realistically, 10 tag teams in that division right now. If we're so we got the Young Bucks, the Rhodes Brothers, Private Party, Best Friends, Dark Order, SCU,
Lucha Bros.
Lucha Brothers. I said Dark Order. I put Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy in there because I feel like they'd be a great tag team. Oh, man. I feel like I'm missing... Did I say Best Friends, SCU?
Yeah.
Private Party? Oh, and Helico and Jack Evans.
Yes.
So I'm at 9. That's what I was. I think I'm missing one.
If you have one first round bye, then you would have an 18 tournament.
Exactly. So that's the exciting part of it. So they already have maybe 9 to 10 tag teams. I could be forgetting one, but it's very exciting to see that. And then they also announced the Fatal 4-Way between Hangman Adam Page, Jimmy Havoc, Jungle Boy, and MJF. Which that's going to be a banger, and I'm going to love it, especially because this is going to be the cornerstones of AEW.
These would be. I would make the argument that these are going to be the 4 top guys for the main belt going into television. I make that argument.
This is going to be the future because Jungle Boy. I recently watched an interview between him and Chris Van Vliet, which amazing interviewer.
Where was it?
Chris Van Vliet, YouTube.
Oh, okay. It was his own private YouTube. Okay,
you guys gotta watch it because it's amazing. He actually had
post it in the group chat and we'll take a look at it.
Well, yeah. Actually, Jungle Boy, I believe, was born on my birthday.
So you guys share a birthday.
All right, so he definitely can't win. He can't win the Fatal 4-Way.
No, the worst part is he's 22, and he's been wrestling on and off for about 11 years.
22 and been wrestling for 11 years. So so Luke Perry's been letting his son wrestle since he was 11.
No, on and off. He started in 4th grade.
Hey, what the fuck?
Paige is in a wrestling ring in the womb, okay? Paige is in a wrestling ring in the damn womb.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm pretty sure because his birthday was just this past week, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, he's very young. MJF is only 23. He's from the Long Island area.
Yeah, so he's our boy.
Hangman's about 26. I think.
Hangman is 26.
And Jimmy Havoc's probably, I'd say 28. He looks older. But
let me take a look.
These are the cornerstones.
No, he is not. He is 35.
Ew. All right.
He is
not
35.
a cornerstone. Not a cornerstone.
No, I would make the argument that he is. Jimmy Havoc has an interesting character.
Not as long as Jungle Boy, MJF, and Hangman.
All right, quick little thing. 27 is Adam Page. 27.
27 is Adam Page?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I was close.
They need to have an AEW
MJF.
hardcore title.
And
put it on
MJF
Jimmy
is 23,
Havoc.
you're right.
I would love that. Just put it on Jimmy Havoc. AEW hardcore title.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm going to be very excited for that.
And, we'll probably get a lot more into that because, when we do a show next week, it'll be the day of Fyter Fest.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
And then I'm excited for those. Tony Khan also released information that they're planning to do a women's championship and also a women's tag team championship once they get enough tag teams. And I can already see a couple tag teams that they could do. Well, actually only one. Two that I would be very excited to see. Yuka Sakazaki and Riho. Hopefully they sign them. I'm praying that they sign them because the only ones they signed so far from that 6-woman is Hikaru Shida, who was the winner of the match.
Yeah.
Between Riho and Yuka Sakazaki, and I would like to see the tag team of Awesome and Aja Kong again.
That Joe's reaction. No.
That's just not fair.
But that's something they did.
That's like Big Show and Kane as the World Tag Team Champions. It's not fair.
But they still lost. They still lost the belts later.
To Spirit Squad.
Still.
There was 5 of them.
So it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
I do have like a fat check for Laredo Kid.
Nope. Jungle Boy was born June 17th, 1997. We were close.
All right. But back on Laredo Kid. Apparently he had a tryout at WWE.
Wonderful.
He worked unmasked with Tony Guevara. Against tagging with Sammy Guevara. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And he was defeated by. Could you guess who he was defeated by?
Give me a year.
It was 2015.
2015.
It was a trial in April, so it was like right around WrestleMania time.
NXT April. Ascension wasn't called up then.
I'll give you another hint. It wasn't an NXT tag team.
Wasn't an NXT tag team. 2015.
The Shield?
No.
No, it wasn't the Shield.
Let me know when you give up.
Trying to think
The
of.
Bar?
No, the Bar wasn't tag team at that time. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd.
No.
Damn it.
The Prime Time
Think low.
Flyers.
Think lower on the card.
The Ascension. No.
Little higher.
I know. Oh, Rhodes Brothers.
No.
The Dust Brothers.
No.
Damn it.
Do you give up?
No.
Primo and Epico.
No.
Oh my God! It's Los Matadores, Primo and Epico.
Son of a bitch! Ah!
Came out of nowhere.
Wait, who did I say that's lower than
Ascension.
Wow, that's sad. No,
Yeah.
they were in line for kind of a push in May 2015 when they were in that Elimination Chamber. They did a lot better than Los Matadores.
I guess technically, yeah. But yeah, good point. All right, I'll give you that one.
They're still part of the roster.
They're still part of the roster, and they're just fucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're worse than the Ultimate Revival.
All right, you want to get into predictions?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna leave the belt with you guys just because I'm not gonna be here for the next 2 weeks.
And you're
All
going
right.
to lose the belt.
I'll hold on to the belt then.
Just in case. But
Do I have to do any work on it?
you might want to screw in a couple things.
Also, by the way,
All right, I'll work on it.
Jared and I might have the same picks.
Oh shit.
You gotta be kidding me! No, I refuse. No, fucking change it. I refuse that Fudge Jew come
the
back.
Fart Nation will be good.
All right.
No, this is bullcrap. All right.
Let's
just get into Stomping
Let me
Ground.
see if I can go through the card.
Should we?
All right.
Do you want to go to a break and then go into Stomping Grounds, or?
Do you need
Let's go
time?
into a break.
Okay.
Hello, Audio Marks. I am one of your Marks for Life podcast, so CJ, coming to talk to you about Patreon. Patreon is a place where you guys can go online and pledge your support to your favorite music artists, to your favorite artists, and even your favorite podcasts, like us. We at Marks for Life podcast have our own Patreon page, and we are always appreciative of our Marks for Life podcast pledges. So for only $1 a month, you too can also pledge your support to us. But that's not all. With $2 a month, you can get all of our podcast episodes, as well as a special shout out from the Shield of Wrestling podcast, Jimmy, CJ, and Joe. And even further, you can get all of that with $3 a month, plus a follow back on Twitter and Instagram. So, what are you guys waiting for? Head on over to Patreon at patreon.com. Search for us at Marks for Life Podcast. And we'll see you then, Audio Marks. Thank you very much. Back to the show. Hello.
Yes,
hello?
we're back
All
now.
right. So we're going into Stomping Grounds. The card is as follows. Cruiserweight Championship match with Tony Nese defending against Akira Tozawa.
Nope.
And Drew Gulak. Yeah, it was Akira Tozawa.
No, it's not a triple threat, though.
It is a triple threat.
It should be a triple threat.
Yeah, it should be a triple threat.
Pretty sure it's triple threat.
There's a graphic for it.
On Bleacher Report, it was said triple threat.
Bleacher.
Hold on. I'm going to the one and only source that can only be trusted.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look again, because I did this last night, and I was very tired.
Pretty sure it's triple threat.
Has to be a triple threat.
Look, I know Akira.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was a triple threat. My bad.
Oof.
I know
Okay.
Akira won't win, but he's still.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I fucked up.
All right. Next up, we also have Heavy Machinery taking on Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. No Raw Tag Team Championship defense. No Intercontinental Championship defense. United States Championship. We have Samoa Joe defending the United States Championship against Ricochet. We have the Raw Women's Championship with Becky Lynch defending against Lacey Evans. The SmackDown Women's Championship with Bayley defending against Alexa Bliss. We have the New Day, Big E, and what's his name? Xavier Woods. Yes, taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We have
I thought you would forget.
Roman Reigns taking on Drew McIntyre. Not forgetting that this time. We have the WWE Championship with Kofi Kingston defending against Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage match. And with a mystery special guest referee, we have Seth Rollins with the Universal Championship defending against Baron Corbin.
Yep, that is correct.
9 matches?
Oh, I thought I forgot one. I really thought I forgot
Hold
one.
on. Let me...
Because Jared did send me his picks. I just want to make sure he didn't miss one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Should be 9, right?
Yep, there's 9.
Okay.
All right,
So let's go from bottom up. Cruiserweight Championship. I'm gonna stick with Tony. That's Tony Nese.
That's fair. That's fair enough. I don't see why Tony would need to lose.
I don't know.
So what are the standings right now? We should probably
You and Jared are +4. Me and Jim are +2.
So Jimmy and TJ are both behind.
I just need to get 2 right.
That we don't
And
get
you,
right.
yeah.
So you guys need to.
Jimmy needs 3.
You guys need to take some swings in the dark.
I already have some swings. That's
yeah,
the
so
bad
this is
one.
my first swing. I'm going to go with Drew Gulak. I don't know. They're weirdly pushing him.
But they're pushing him on NXT. That's the only problem.
Yeah, that is a problem, but you know what?
Kushida, yeah.
It's also possible that they could be pushing him for this specific purpose, too. So I wouldn't run past it. So I'm going to go with Drew Gulak. What did Jared pick? Sorry.
We both took
Nese. I can see Gulak winning it at SummerSlam. I can see this feud extending and Gulak winning because there's like something to be had.
Just eat the pin.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Tozawa's eating the pin.
Sorry, Tozawa. We like you,
so
but
insignificant. But so Jimmy didn't even know he was in the match.
yeah, I know. That's the sad part. I'm sorry, Akira Tozawa.
Let's not forget that he did beat Neville to win the Cruiserweight Championship a couple
That was a fluke, and I was very mad about that. And then he got it back, which is actually even madder at.
I think I was the one that was more mad about that because they had so many just hot shot title changes because that was also New Day and the Usos doing that as well.
Oh,
Yeah, but that was planned. That one wasn't planned. It was a fuck up. That was the worst part. It was a fuck up, and they didn't even roll with it, and that's what would have made it more interesting.
Yeah. All right. So next match on the card, we have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan with Heavy Machinery.
I
CJ, I see a look on your face right now.
Yeah, I think I know what he's thinking.
I think I know what he's thinking too.
Stakes and weights.
God.
Well, they need to get it off of fucking Daniel Bryan.
I have no hope for this, and I think Daniel Bryan just needs to go back to the WWE title picture.
I agree, so I'm gonna go with Heavy Machinery as well.
God damn it, Jimmy!
We're both Jared and I are both taking Bryan and Rowan.
Here's the thing.
I think it's time to take it off them, but Heavy Machinery has not done enough yet.
That's the problem. They're the only.
The problem is that there's no
credible
tag
one.
team. There's no tag teams. That's the problem. That are like credible enough to do it. So if they jumpstart on just picking one, then yeah, then you can really build it. And
To
that's
be
kind
fair-
of the point.
OP.
AOP's on Raw.
They can easily move to SmackDown. They haven't had a
Listen,
match since
AOP's
the
got to
World
strip the Revival, so the Revival can go to AEW. All right, that's why they're not on the card. Now shut up.
I'm just gonna go with Heavy Machinery. There's just no point. I'm already reserved enough as is. Like this card's
Oh, now I see what you guys are thinking. Bryan and Rowan lose. Harper comes out. Harper and Rowan attack Bryan. Boom. Bludgeon Brothers reunion.
Is this gonna change your pick?
It might. And then Bray Wyatt reveals.
No last minute picks this time. This is bullcrap.
And then Bray
I'm not.
Wyatt reveals that the puppeteers for Mercy and Abby the Witch were Harper and Rowan the whole time.
Braun Strowman is Vince McMahon.
Yeah, okay. There's your Wyatt family reunion. We booked it.
Bo Dallas is the pig.
Yeah, Huskers.
Or no, he's Rambling Rabbit.
See?
And Sage Beckett comes out.
But yeah, we're both taking Brian and Rowan Sage.
No, it just no. I agree with you, but I'm like, I got to do some like weird picks, and in all honesty, that's probably one of the weird ones. Actually, no. Scrap that. I'm taking. I forgot. There's like 5 other matches on the card that I'm gonna.
You want Daniel and Brian?
I'll take Daniel and Brian.
All right, I'm gonna stick with Heavy Machinery.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna.
Well, because Jimmy needs to make up more ground than you do.
He does.
As long as you force a tie, you'll still retain. Jimmy needs to win
all right,
outright.
Samoa Joe and Ricochet. Let's get into this.
This one I have a hard back and forth with.
All right, I want to hear what Joe and Jared go with first.
I agree. Let's hear what they say.
We're both taking Samoa Joe.
I'm taking Ricochet.
See, here's the thing. My original thought was this was supposed to be Ray versus Ricochet, and Ricochet was going to take the title off Ray. But now that they had that fuck up and Ray got hurt, I think Joe is going to be U.S. champion. I think he needs a convincing win over Ricochet because he cannot lose to another small guy.
He can. And he will.
He won't.
To be fair, I agree, but I think this is building up to Ricochet versus Ray at SummerSlam. I think Samoa Joe's just a cog in the piece.
Well, that's unfortunate that we're saying that about Samoa Joe because he's amazing.
I don't think Joe was supposed to be here. I think this was
That's why I'm thinking they just put him as transitional until Ricochet comes in, and Ricochet just code breakers him and wins.
Well, knowing how they're going to do it, Joe's going to win clean at Stomping Grounds. On a random episode of Raw in 2 weeks, Ricochet will beat him.
Nah, I think Ricochet's going to beat him in like a ladder match rematch against Samoa Joe in Extreme Rules. Woo. Jim?
I'm going with Samoa Joe because even though this wasn't the original plan, Ricochet versus Samoa Joe is still pretty good. I still feel like they need to expand it a little bit more.
This is a super sleeper match of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be really good. I have
just
no
know
doubt.
Everyone's waiting for him to push him off the top rope and choke him. But I think Ricochet will be smart enough to expect that.
6:30 into a coquina clutch.
I mean, he didn't expect Cesaro to beat him over the head with a freaking microphone when he came out. What was it, a couple weeks ago or something like that?
When
they all did that.
Right,
I think they're going to build up Ricochet.
Really, really dumb happens and Cesaro gets involved and costs Ricochet the match.
Then Ricochet
I would like
wins by DQ, and I still get the point.
No, I'm not saying like he attacks. I'm saying he just costs Ricochet the match.
Oh.
I would like that. I think it would. I like the Cesaro Ricochet matches. They've been really good.
Yeah, but there's no rhyme or reason. Whatever.
I mean, it's WWE. Does there need to be a rhyme and reason for things anymore?
Fair enough.
A 10-year-old.
Roman Reigns lost to Shane McMahon in Saudi Arabia. There's no rhyme and reason for anything anymore. Let's be honest.
All right. Speaking of Roman Reigns versus Drew.
This is another hard back and forth.
No, not for
Joe. Because we had this discussion
I was
earlier.
So on the fence because I'm like Shane might get involved, and part of me really wants Drew McIntyre to beat Roman Reigns just so Shane McMahon won't be Roman's only pinfall loss after beating cancer. I need some validation there, but at the same time, I never bet against Joe. I live and die by the Superman punch.
I swear, I'm going to pick Drew McIntyre, and if he loses, I'm going to laugh so hard and call you out on it, just like you do from Rusev on me.
Well, Rusev's not even on the card.
Well, Rusev asked for time. Rusev asked for time off, though. That's different.
Roman Reigns wins matches.
He's got a great point.
He lost to Shane McMahon. I don't think you can really say that he wins matches that much right now.
Rusev's not even on the show to lose matches.
He requested time off, though. That's why.
Beforehand, he wasn't even on the show.
You know who Roman Reigns beat? John Cena. You know who Rusev didn't beat? John Cena.
Listen, I liked both of those matches that they had against each other. Shut the fuck up.
All right, so what did Jared pick?
We both took Roman.
And what did he pick for the last one? I don't even fucking remember. Oh, he picked Joe, right?
He's got all the same picks as me. Let's put it that way.
Oh, you're all predicting for Fudge Drew again. Fuck. I don't like this, but all right.
It's the Heart Fart Nation.
Heart Fart Nation.
Now, during promos, we will call back to our old gimmicks.
Okay, fine.
I don't even fucking know.
So don't even worry about.
What match are we even on? Roman
versus Drew.
Fuck. Drew. They'll have a rubber match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going with Drew.
Exactly.
All right. CJ?
I said Drew.
No. The next match.
Next match on the card. New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I'm going with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
I'm going New Day. I have no faith in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens anymore.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We're not going to have a New Day clean sweep. We're going to have Owens and Zayn need a win, I think, more than Drew McIntyre. Kevin Owens has had zero credibility since coming back to the main roster.
Man, I'm already resolved to losing my title. I'm just like, let me go balls to the walls.
Honestly, fair enough. But you might as well pick Baron Corbin at this rate. But
wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we're taking Kevin and Sami, and I just think Kevin and Sami, they need a win. I love how there was no explanation given for why they've reunited. Just kind of like, hey, we used to be best friends, but yeah, Kevin.
But I don't think they stopped being best friends. I think they were still friends after the injuries and stuff.
Didn't Sami cut a promo on Kevin Owens right after Owens turned face?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
And WWE doesn't want you to either. So it's like, nope, they're best friends.
It's such a blur because right after that they both got injured, so I don't fucking remember.
They're like, nope, they're not best friends. They're the best friends the whole time. Nobody jumped anyone. No one attacked anyone in NXT TakeOver. Everything's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. I'm giving it to Bayley.
Alexa.
Jimmy, here's the thing. I've resigned to losing my title. What's your excuse?
He needs to make up ground.
I need to make up ground, honestly. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like if there is going to be an authentic title change besides the tag team one, this is really the only logically.
Alexa Bliss is a Raw superstar.
Wild card rule. They don't give a shit.
Exactly.
They had like 12 SmackDown people on Raw this week.
There is. I don't know.
Wasn't the Raw Usos? They were on SmackDown and they were the champions for a while.
Look, man, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
So I understand the logic, but those barriers of SmackDown being its own thing and Raw being its own thing don't really exist right now until the Fox deal. So,
you know what? I know how Heavy Machinery's beating Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan.
How so?
Strap match, a leather strap match at Extreme Rules.
Brian will be so offended by the leather strap that he'll just cut himself loose and walk out and they have the titles.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but I'm going Bayley. Joe?
Bayley.
Right.
Bayley needs to beat Alexa Bliss. The last time Bayley got a title push, Alexa took it off her. She needs to beat Alexa. And although I really hate to hear this, it sounds like they're starting to push Bayley towards a heel turn. And if they are, she has to win this match.
I think she just needs to be edgy.
Well, would it make sense that she would be edgy after she loses the belt, though?
Nah.
How would it not make sense? I want to hear. I want to hear why, though.
Why she shouldn't be edgy after losing the belt?
Well, if she loses the belt, wouldn't it make sense that she would start losing it a little bit because she got the belt, then loses it because a Raw superstar happened to win the number one contendership? It's just.
I think the push to her being more edgy will be because she will not have beaten the one person that she just couldn't beat.
That's
my point, though. That's why she would lose.
My case in point, though, the thing is, if she loses this, this edgy, if she loses it because she's edgy, she'll lose not only her edge but her credibility.
Yeah,
that's the thing. She already lost enough credibility as is to Alexa Bliss. When she was tagging with Sasha Banks prior to the tag titles, to Charlotte, and it'll show that her money, her cash-in was a fluke, and it was a waste. She would have lost credibility.
Listen, I'm not going to be surprised if that's the case because
I know
Bayley and Sasha lost the tag team titles in a similar fashion.
And it is Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, and it's also Alexa Bliss. So I understand your logic and I don't disagree with it. There's a possibility that this.
I'm going to throw a counter argument though. Alexa Bliss, they could be hesitant to give her a title because of how injury prone she is.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
And I feel like we're going to see some sort of major tipping point between Alexa and Nikki.
Yes, and I think that'll be
at Stomping Grounds.
I think the thing is, that'll be a. I'm hoping for a slow burn with that, so they get the tag titles. I don't know. Raw Women's Championship.
Also,
Becky.
Is my voice coming through right now? Because it doesn't look like the levels are.
It's coming through. You just gotta speak up.
I am speaking up. That's the whole thing.
Try now.
All right. It's barely. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
Try again.
I feel it. Okay, that's a little bit better.
Okay, I hit this button.
Okay. Did you mute me, you asshole?
No.
Not yet.
I'm gonna give this to Lacey.
Time out. Hold up. Time out for a second.
Would CJ would pick against Becky Lynch?
Time out for a second. Wait a minute. You just gave me a whole bunch of shit about picking Alexa Bliss over Bayley. Why the fuck are you picking Lacey over Becky? This is so not you.
I know it's not me.
Are you really going balls to the wall with this? Is that why?
A couple reasons. One, yes. Two, with Jared's logic, Becky Lynch looked strong on Monday Night Raw.
And Alexa also stood tall on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So.
I think Lacey also, because Becky Lynch needs to go back into chase mode to recapture some kind of edge heading into the to SummerSlam.
Well, yeah, she has
That's true.
all momentum.
But
exactly.
I think part of the problem with the Becky gimmick is that there's no authority trying to keep her down anymore.
And there's no really
there was Ronda, and I guess you could say
Charlotte.
Triple H, Charlotte, and even
really
Stephanie
Vince.
and Vince. But there's really not that anymore. And if they're gonna try to emulate the Stone Cold kind of thing, that's what she needs. She needs another authority figure.
And she doesn't have a Charlotte equivalent on Raw. She doesn't have someone that can
Yeah,
show up.
I think they're
and just
trying
be
to make Lacey that, but Lacey's still too green, and it's not legitimate enough
It
yet.
should be Sasha. If they're gonna bring back Sasha,
It should be Sasha. Sasha's gonna come back against Bayley, if anything. I think Lacey's gonna take it. I really I would love Becky to win, but she the thing is, who else is Becky gonna face? Seriously, on Raw.
Yeah, I would say Naomi, but she has nothing behind her either.
Exactly. I would probably see Lacey versus Natalya as an Extreme Rules feud, or someone debuts and costs Becky the championship.
Because we don't know when Ronda's coming back.
No, we don't. And I think Becky needs to rebuild herself up, and she can't do that as Raw Women's Championship. And that's the truth. And this is coming from a biggest...
Yeah, it's coming from the biggest Becky Lynch
Yeah,
fan. So,
I love Becky Lynch.
So,
that's
I
why
understand.
I was floored. I'm if there's one thing I'm sure CJ's going to pick, he's picking Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
I know, I love Becky Lynch. I love her to death. I think she's a fantastic wrestler, a fantastic character. And, not gonna lie, her feud with Edge on Twitter was fucking amazing. I loved that. It was just great, And the thing is, I can't see it. You know what I mean? It's very hard.
She needs to do more backstage stuff, like
she
Stone
needs
Cold
to
did.
stay. I don't know what she needs, but it's not. I don't know.
Not this.
It's not this. So I don't know if she needs to just get away from Lacey, if she just needs to get away from the championship. I don't know, but that's my thinking. It's just.
Well, what did I say when we got past WrestleMania? They had to prove that she could have a feud on her own without Charlotte, and thus far she hasn't proven it.
Do you think it's the fault of that she's not with Charlotte, or the fact she's not with someone as experienced as Charlotte?
Well,
I think the problem is it's not experience. I don't think it's experience. I think it's
let's
character.
Look at some of the Charlotte feuds. She's had. All right, so she's had a Sasha feud,
which was good,
but that extended for the entire fucking year.
Well, you say it like that's a bad thing, though. But was it bad? Name one bad point of that thing?
Okay, the hot-shotting titles. The
At
fact
first
that Sasha has never won on pay-per-view.
Yeah, but that's part of the story of development.
Nah, I don't. I'm not saying that as story. I'm saying that they needed each other for that. And let's look at some of the other feuds Charlotte has had. She hasn't really had good matches with Carmella.
That's
that
true.
feud.
That's true.
She had a great match with Asuka, even though the wrong person
one match. Let's be real here. It wasn't even a feud. It was.
That's true, and the wrong person did win.
It was a singular match.
At the wrong time too.
Carmella, she had a few feuds with Natalya which weren't bad.
She had some with Alexa, didn't she?
No.
No.
Never had a feud with Alexa. And she had feuds with Becky. Out of all of them, the most ones that we can recognize is Sasha and Becky as feuds. She's only had 2 real feuds. Becky Lynch, the only 2 feuds I can think of is Alexa and Charlotte.
and now Lacey.
And Lacey, but Lacey and Becky could be also Charlotte and Carmella. I think she needs someone that's on her level. Like a Ronda, like a Bayley, like a Sasha.
But I think
even
that
Natalya would be.
I think that has to
better.
do with character, really, development. It's not like
Yeah.
Lacey Evans' character is bad. It's just
They haven't shown
Underdeveloped.
enough trust
yeah, exactly.
to have a feud with one of the 4 horsewomen that didn't involve another horsewoman.
That's true.
They haven't shown enough faith for Bayley to feud with someone.
Well, yeah, that's because there's John Cena and Charlotte.
Well, Bayley has had.
If you could really say that anymore, it's more of a Roman Reigns thing. But
Bayley
still,
is having a great feud with Alexa right now. Let's be real here. That's like the highlight of this whole pay-per-view.
Bayley, I feel like, is the only one consistently who can have good matches and good feuds with people that aren't in the Four Horsewomen.
I'm going to agree with Joe, though, that they haven't built anyone up to the status of Charlotte, and they have relied on them so much that it has hurt the other characters. Like Becky Lynch, if you built her up without Charlotte the past 6 months, we could be more behind Becky, but she's lost steam because Charlotte was added. Granted, it was WrestleMania, and there are some circumstances.
Yeah, they still added her even for the post-WrestleMania.
Exactly. I agree with that. They needed to take her away. If it was Becky defending the belt against Lacey, and who the fuck is on SmackDown? Asuka. Exactly. They could have done that, and I think that would have been better.
They could have just had
Bayley,
straight up.
Ember Moon. They teased that.
Honestly, you could argue the two best women on the roster are both being not utilized right now, Asuka and Ember Moon.
Exactly. Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane's on there.
Do you think they're possibly building up for, I don't know, one of the other Four Horsemen that are down in NXT to come up?
The only one I can see is maybe Shayna.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that they could be building that up for Shayna to be that replacement for Becky? This is what I mean.
Unless maybe if they are still trying to do Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen, maybe that's why they're trying to keep the Four Horsemen so separated on the main roster.
I can easily also see Shayna costing Becky her debut, and then Becky and Shayna are fighting all over Raw and NXT, and that's the feud leading into SummerSlam.
And that's how Becky loses the belt.
Yeah, and then she can get it back. Lacey could also be a transitional champion.
True.
You know what I mean?
But like, if Becky gets taken off her by Shayna, you could see Becky being like getting so fed up with Jessamine and Marina getting involved, being like, okay, we need.
And then like totally stone cold.
Exactly.
All right.
Because this could
there's a built-in story to that.
And
I think
you don't need the Four Horsewomen to hold belts against the other Four Horsewomen, because that'll just take away storylines from other female wrestlers.
Yeah.
So
right. I'm okay. Joe, Jarrett.
Joe and Jarrett are picking Becky.
Becky?
Yeah, we're both picking Becky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already knew that.
Just because Becky needs some credibility back.
She does need credibility, but I think she needs a feud for that. And I think Shayna... I don't know.
I just don't think Lacey's ready yet.
I don't think so either, but they've done stupider things. So, if this
But, yeah, they have done
actually, fuck it. Give me Becky. I'm going to regret it if I don't do it. Just give me Becky.
Just
sure.
push me with Roman.
Okay.
I can't...
Also, this is the only one that all four of us have agreed on something.
Yeah, just give me Becky.
Some of that is because of what we were actually thinking. Some of that is because CJ just throwing caution to the wind at this point.
To be fair, there are some legitimately ones, like Ricochet and Drew.
CJ's kind of going like Jeff Hardy swanton off the stage to Randy Orton type thing right now.
Look,
like, if it hits, it hits. If not, I'm gonna feel it.
Look, if Becky wins, I get the point. If Becky loses, I was right on the podcast, but I'm like, I'm just gonna go smart.
Okay. Kofi Kingston?
Kofi has to win.
Yeah, Kofi's gotta win.
Kofi?
He's gonna lose it to either Big E, Roman Reigns, Shane McMahon.
Wait, do we want to talk? Do we want to talk about that whole thing? Or no?
No.
I feel like we didn't really talk about it at all in the podcast.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm not going to talk about the Shane thing.
No.
All right, legitimate question, though.
No.
Legitimate question. Seriously.
That would be a real leap of faith.
I will kick you in the nuts.
All right, legitimate question, though. How do I say this?
No.
How do we feel about Kofi championship reign so far? I feel like that's
not bad.
The in-ring quality has been good, but I feel like the storyline, they've been kind of going back to the same things they were at Mania.
It doesn't feel like a champion one. Is that what I'm getting from? Is that what I'm hearing? It
feels like they keep trying to do the same underdog story that he won the title at Mania. Like, okay, he won. Like, you're proving he's not an underdog anymore. Stop trying to make it look like he's an underdog. It feels like Rey Mysterio's title reign.
All right.
You know what? He needs to be legitimate, and this is what I'm gonna, because he's beating mid-carders right now.
All right.
It's a mid-card level right now, which is upsetting.
But there aren't really top guys on SmackDown that are available to face him.
There's one.
Orton.
Exactly. That's what we need in SummerSlam. We need to revisit.
Oh yeah, Randy. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
yes.
that
and
is.
Orton actually fully this time puts Kofi over.
Exactly. That's what we need, and I think that's what he needs. He needs championship quality contenders, and that's the problem with WWE. They really haven't given anyone credibility like that.
And a lot of them are on Raw. They have given credibility.
And that's upsetting because there isn't even that much on Raw.
You have Braun Strowman, you have Drew McIntyre.
Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre have been neutered.
You have Seth Rollins.
Neutered.
AJ Styles.
Brock Lesnar.
Out on injury.
Right, yeah. Well, he's also coming back with the club now.
Some credibility restored. Brock Party. But the thing is, he's been versing Dolph Ziggler, who everyone beats. Kevin Owens, who's been built like a bitch. And the only realistic contenders, again, are Roman Reigns, which that could also do it too. But they need to just go full creative on their feud. You have Shane McMahon, which is fucking upsetting, and Randy Orton.
He's the top heel in WWE right now.
Yes, and that's upsetting. So that's the thing. He's gonna win. He's not losing to Dolph, but there's only 3 realistic challengers that he can have. But I think he needs the 2 of them, one of the 2, to have an actual championship level feud.
Or this is kind of something. So back on the Shane McMahon point, what if he uses his power to pull strings and get Drew permanently on SmackDown, and get Drew a WWE title shot, and Drew beats Kofi?
That wouldn't be too bad.
Because I don't know if we're gonna get Drew Seth anytime soon.
I don't think we are.
Not until Brock loses that briefcase somehow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Although Drew going full monster and beating Brock for that briefcase would be fucking amazing.
Wildcard rule is dead in the water. It
was dead in the water when it started.
So, we forgot to turn the light on.
I guess we're being watched now.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Yes.
Last one.
Oh no, what's everyone else picking?
We're all picking Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, we're all picking.
Okay, all right.
That's the second one.
All right. I wish we could do this as a bet. Who do you think is a special guest referee?
Do you want to do that as the bet, or is Jared going to be? What do you think?
I don't think he's going to respond now.
Well, we can put it in later. We can put it in
later, and we'll post it.
I feel like there's only one option.
There's a couple of rumors, though.
I'm going with Boombox Brock.
Boombox Brock.
Okay, hold on. Let me write this in. But you guys, are we all picking Seth? Let's start there.
No.
Oh, we're not all picking Seth.
Jared and I are picking Seth. I knew CJ was going to pick Baron, but...
I'm picking Baron. I'm like, we need some banter. Like, realistically, Seth Rollins was everyone's like, he's not going to win against Brock. He's not really going to win against AJ. It's just like, no one cares about it.
It's going to be Jon Moxley. The referee's going to be Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
He proves it was all a work.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Jon Moxley proving that it's all work.
It is all a work. Who do you think's the special guest referee, though? Because I don't...
I'm throwing my hat to Brock. It's the only thing that makes sense because Seth has destroyed every other contender.
You're going to think Brock? Jim?
Man, this one would be tough. It's definitely not going to be Sami Zayn, for obvious reasons. I don't see Braun Strowman helping out Baron Corbin at all.
I don't see him being a referee. I see him walking in, power slamming them both, and then counting.
What are they... No, I thought of a really stupid one. Like, what if they get like Earl Hebner to come back or something like that? But
he signed to AEW.
Yeah, I know. That's why it'd be funny.
It's gonna be Dave Hebner.
Oh God. I don't know.
It's gonna be former WCW official Nick Patrick, baby.
Oh God. Jim.
Nicholas. It's gonna be Nicholas.
No, I already have.
It's not gonna be Nicholas.
I'm waiting for Jimmy because I have like the ultimate one.
Man, I really don't know.
Because this helps my pick a lot.
Maybe Elias? I don't know.
Elias?
Yeah, I might as well. I'm not going to win, but it's all right. Elias.
The best in the world, Shane McMahon.
I think the pick is like, I don't know if we'll actually count this.
Oh, really?
It'll be fun to see who's right.
All right, well, we'll see who's right. This one counts.
All right,
so this is brownie points.
Yeah,
brownie points. I mean, how would we deliver brownie points?
This is half a point.
Half a point? All right.
Half a point.
Yeah, half a point. Do you agree with that,
This
Joe?
is how Joe and Jared decide who gets the belt.
He's probably going to agree with me.
Who'd you pick?
Brock Lesnar. Yeah,
Wow.
I think he's going to pick Brock
He's
Lesnar.
going to pick Brock.
No, I'm going Shane. Shane.
Honestly, Brock would be intriguing because then you could be like, oh, he might cash in now. Or he just F5s them both, looks at Heyman and says, now, rips off the referee shirt, or another ref comes out and he just pins Seth.
I don't know, man. I think it's Baron. I really do.
Baron's the referee? I'm my own special guest referee.
Ah, that's another pick right there. Damn.
Nah, they're not that stupid.
Jimmy. Just a floating referee shirt on a mannequin. It's little Jimmy.
Yeah. They get the spotlight, but the spotlight has the ref stripes on it, and it's God. And it comes out.
Yeah. Mansoor.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know.
I mean, how many more jokes can we go with?
There's not much. This pay-per-view sucks ass.
Pay-per-view's gonna be really bad.
Who likes the logo of it? I fucking hate it.
You mean the lugs?
The lugs, yeah.
No.
I fucking hate it.
What about the catchphrase? It's time to kick ass and take names.
We're all out of names.
We're all out of names.
And then the great Cho's theme song of These Boots Are Made for Walking.
That's the theme song?
That's what it's been in the trailers.
What the fuck?
Lacey Evans has been saying it over and over again.
God, I hate this pay-per-view. Yeah, let's end this podcast. It's fucking...
Wait, can you go through the recap of what we have different?
Okay, so...
There's a few.
I'm the only one that's different between Alexa and Bailey.
Oh, and I have...
Everyone else has Bailey.
Yeah, I have the difference with Baron Corbin.
Yes, you have the difference with Baron Corbin.
See, Jimmy has the difference in the cruiserweights.
Cruiserweights. You also have picked Heavy Machinery.
You and me picked Drew McIntyre, while Joe and Jared picked Roman Reigns.
Yes. You picked Kevin and Sammy. I think I'm the only one that picked New Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all of you picked Daniel and Rowan, while I picked Heavy Machinery. Yep, we said that. And...
I picked Ricochet. You all picked Mojo.
Yep.
There's a lot of differences.
Yeah, this one might be the more diverse one, except for fucking Joe and Jared, because for some reason they just they like to combine forces to beat CJ. Well, that's the thing.
Because we know how boring this pay-per-view is going to be, and we're just picking the boring results because we know that's going to happen. CJ's just going balls to the wall because he's kind of reserved to losing already, and Jimmy needs to make up ground, so he's going to pick some differences.
Look, if I win, it's a healthy surprise. Like, I don't mind losing at SummerSlam, but I mind losing at Stomping Grounds. Look, if it was reversed...
I don't mind losing at SummerSlam, but I fucking can't lose at a shit show like Stomping Ground.
Look, I'm mad. Look, if I was losing at Money in the Bank, that's one thing. You know, if I was losing at SummerSlam, if I'm losing at Stomping Grounds, like, you know what? I'm already done with this.
See, if Saudi didn't fuck everything up, you could have lost at Backlash. But no, you get Stomping Grounds instead.
I'd rather have lost at Money in the Bank. Oh, my God.
What do we even call this episode?
Trash.
All right, trash it is.
Actually, no. AEW's better. LOL.
Trashing Grounds?
Trashing Grounds.
There we go. Title.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's our predictions. I mean, hopefully we know the state of WWE and Jared and I are just going to walk in and get crowned. But we'll see.
Watch. Like, here's the thing. You guys need to pick different refs. That's how you guys are going to decide it. I think you guys should pick different refs.
See, I already took Brock. There's no way he's going to take anyone different.
I think he would pick Shane.
I don't know. I feel like we should call or text him right now and see what it is.
Call him up.
Because we got some time left.
Yeah, but he's probably playing soccer already.
Fuck him playing soccer.
It's 12 o'clock. It's not yet.
Well, last couple weeks
call him. Put him on the microphone, and then call him. Put him on the microphone, and then let him give a reason. And then we'll end the show. We can't end it like this. We can't end it with the possibility of getting Fudge Jew. What is it? Fart Foundation?
Heart Nation.
Heart Fart Nation. It's Heart Fart Nation. We're not doing this again. There's gonna be one champion, and that's it.
Yeah, the Heart Fart Nation.
Oh, fuck that.
I really don't.
I don't know. He's not answering, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, Jared.
God. Voicemail. Oh, that's it.
No, you should have let it, and then we would have said it on voicemail.
The Heart Fart Nation is going to be crowned this Sunday at Stomping Grounds. Everything will be right with the Wrestling World come Monday.
No, it won't. Fuck this. This is a trash pay-per-view.
So
You're a trash human being, Joe. Jared's a trash human being. This is bullshit.
I can't wait for this to be the way I get crowned. For this to be the way that the New Age Outlaws become two-time branding defending Martial Arts Predictions champions.
Fuck this.
You know what the worst part about this is, Jimmy, you haven't held the belt yet.
Yes, yeah. I know. I'm pre-holding the belt just because you can't, because you have something to do, and I'm
going on a cruise next week.
Exactly. So you're not even gonna be here even if you win.
Exactly.
So I have to preliminary hold on to this. All right then, that's fine.
Well, I'm only doing this just because if I lose, so.
Yeah, someone has to present it if he loses. So.
Yeah, exactly. So Jimmy, you could do it on my behalf. I don't know.
All right, fair enough.
Have fun with it.
Okay, fair enough.
Who do you think Jared would pick? Let's be real here.
If it's not Brock Lesnar?
If it's not Brock,
he probably would pick Shane.
Okay, so if he gets Shane, good, great. We can tie again. If he ties again with me, he'd be so pissed.
I think he'd be more pissed than you guys would be if we split the title.
I think
that would be the third time
he would
between you and Jared.
He would literally fight you with it.
Because you had the post-WrestleMania tie.
Yes, the Money in the Bank tie last year.
You had Money in the Bank tie last year. And then it would be this one.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I think he would be more mad about sharing the belt with you.
I don't know.
Remember that? When he dropped the belt, he's like, fuck you, this is dead.
It's coming back, baby.
That's the worst part about
this.
The
Heart Fart Nation will be stronger than ever.
Oh, God. It's okay, guys.
All right, let's end this show. God.
Until next time, Audio Marks. Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned to our podcast. Special shout out to the Sachem Public Library for the continued use of their equipment and space. Continue supporting us by rating and subscribing through Patreon, Audio Boom, Stitcher, TuneIn, Castbox, Deezer, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, and the big three, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts at Marks for Life Podcast. Also, check out our YouTube channel, Marks for Life, for our podcast playlist and other content. Please follow us on our social media on Twitter at Marks for Life Pod, Instagram at Marks for Life Podcast, our Tumblr page, Marks for Life Podcast, and our Facebook page, Marks for Life Podcast. And email us at marksforlifepodcast@gmail.com for any comments, questions, or feedback. Until next time, Audio Marks.